What's that? I remember that time in the past when you was
Truly, it takes a village and community of people to help us do what we do. Today, we want to spotlight Reginald McNichols, a gospel artist and producer known as Ntegrity. Ntegrity is the voice of Nathan in BREAKOUT's love affair. We visited Ntegrity in his studio to ask him a few questions about his experience doing the machinima and playing the role of Nathan. Let's check out the interview to hear what he had to say.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Ntegrity, broadcasting live, representing Exquisite Xpressionz. I'm grateful to be here, grateful to be interviewing, and I'm grateful to be able to share with you my thoughts and my journey through being Nathan. My experience doing this animation was unlike any other experience. First and foremost, it was dope. It was original yet new, you know what I mean? I felt comfortable doing it, but most importantly, you know, just it stretched me and it pulled me. It allowed me to step in and tap into a new arena, which was great for me, you know what I mean? I never knew this world was out there. And just being able to be involved, you know, with animation on this level is unlike any other experience I've ever had. Oh, Nate, man, Nate, that's my dog, man. Nate, he is like the epitome of who I am, who Ntegrity is. Just from his heart after God, his heart to serve the community, and his heart to be, he has a heart of a servant. And I think that's what helped me, allow me to be able to tap into him a lot more, because of the fact that I could relate to who he was and, you know, the type of person he was. Most importantly, his love for God, you know what I mean? That really supersedes it all. I love God, and just being able to portray somebody who has that same, if not more, love for God made me be able to tap into my character a lot better. Relating to Nathan was kind of like beef and taco. They're kind of different, but they go great together. I don't know if that makes sense, but I know I'm corny. But yeah, man, I completely related to Nathan. It took me back to when I was trying to pursue my wife, and I was able to step into that arena and you know, just go back and think of those same feelings I had, that same drive and that passion to really seek something that you want and you believe God had for you. So, you know, with him and the character Alicia, you know, him pursuing her, it just took me back to that time when I was pursuing my wife. And definitely relatable. Obviously, you know, I don't want to give too much, but yeah, I definitely related to him. Still do. Probably will forever. So, yeah. Probably the most difficult thing was it was probably the most difficult yet the most highlighted part of me playing Nathan was the prayer scene. Because I wanted to be authentic and I wanted it to be genuine. I didn't want to just pray. I didn't want to just mumble a bunch of words together that sound good. I wanted it to be genuine. You know, so if someone who's watching this, guy or gal, they see that Nathan, he didn't just pray for God to give him Alicia. He prayed that God, your will be done, not mine. This is what I would like. This is what I would hope for my life. But most importantly, I'm yielding to your will. And I think that was the hardest thing, because I wanted to be able to portray those accurate feelings without it being counterfeit. So yeah, definitely that part. What would I do to encourage the viewer in Nate's shoes and Alicia's shoes? Most importantly, if you're in Nate's shoes, you're already in a good set of shoes, because you're seeking God. You understand that God is the head of your life, and He's the ultimate decision maker in your life. But if I were to add some added encouragement, I would just continue to say, be yourself. Most importantly, as I was portraying Nathan, I felt like there was never a point in time where he wasn't himself. He knew God was the head of his life. He knew that everything he did and every decision he made had to funnel through God's wisdom, and that was the most important thing. He didn't try to get in the way. John 3:30, he decreased as God increased in his life, and I think that was one of the most relatable things to me. But if I was to say, if it was somebody in Alicia's shoes, don't be so hard to get. I understand, you know, especially from past relationships, it can be tough because, you know, we hold on to things and it's hard to reach that new territory. But God has a promised land for you. Don't be afraid to walk into your promised land.
So, Ntegrity, if people want to know more about you, your music, where do we go? What do we do?
That's awesome. Ntegrity, I'm everywhere at Ntegrity Music. That's Ntegrity Music. I do have a website, integritymusic.com. On Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all of the social media outlets, I'm there. Just released a single April 15th called Fake Facing Life. It's got a great storyline, talk about some personal experiences. But most importantly, it's not about me, it's about Nathan. So there you go.
So whenever we pray, have faith, we gon' overcome. And whatever he say in his word, it's gon' come to pass. So when they ask you, are you stressing, tell them, nah. Just vibe, living life to the fullest. 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 My J's on, my shades on, I'm laced up. Just vibe. His game on, I pray on through that hate stuff. Just vibe. My J's on, my shades on, I'm laced up. Just vibe. His game on, I pray on through that hate stuff. I got no time for the mess. I got no time for the stress. Cause see, life is too short. I'm thanking God that I'm blessed. I got no time for the mess. I got no time for the stress. Cause see, life is too short. I'm thanking God that I'm blessed. Let's get it. Just vibe, living life to the fullest. 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 My J's on, my shades on, I'm laced up. Just vibe. His game on, I pray on through that hate stuff. Just vibe. My J's on, my shades on, I'm laced up. Just vibe. His game on, I pray on through that hate stuff. I got no time for the mess. I got no time for the stress. Cause see, life is too short. I'm thanking God that I'm blessed. I got no time for the mess. I got no time for the stress.